dun, dun, dun. Right time. So anybody that needs to go, feel free to go ahead.
All right, cargo gonna tinkle. Be right back.
If you don't need a break, feel free to hang out with us for a moment. I think it's just me and dem dare Lola's. So Lola, yeah, I mean, I suppose we could pray at the place right now. What are you doing over there? Praying for them guidances.
Oh, really checking out that new tabard.
New tabard? Ah, yes. Did you get that examined?
Oh, can I do that?
Yes, you can have it examined. Do you have any moonies?
Yeah, I have a couple.
You have some moonies?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you want to go to an appraiser?
Mm-hmm.
All right, excellent. Well, so you go into an appraiser.
Okay.
And you can excellent. You go to an appraiser and you find that they're asking you all sorts of questions about this tabard. They want to know where you got it. You go to the hold on. Let's start from the beginning.
You're like, okay.
You go into this appraiser. You walk in and there's this small gnome who's sitting behind this sort of counter. Mm-hmm. And he needs to know everything about this. He says, "Where did you get this? I need to know. This couldn't possibly be," he exclaims.
Well, I found it in a place full of dark and evil people.
Surely you didn't find this in a place of dark and evil.
Yeah.
It's a thing of light and goodness.
That's why I knew I should bring it out of there.
This is a wonderfully made tabard.
Of Heronius, I know.
A tabard of Heronius. Do you not know that the gold hewn hems here will actually hold a spell?
That's not something I knew, no.
No, you did not. Pray tell, this is impossible. You had to have known.
Impossible. Well, I'm not really knowledgeable about that sort of a magic.
I mean, if you don't want this, I can take this off of your hands.
Well, I never said I didn't want it. How does one imbue a spell into the tabard?
Well, you simply hold the hem and cast the spell's magic into the hem. When you need the spell again, you simply touch the hem and call out its magic again.
Cool. I've heard items like these.
Yeah. So as you're sitting there, a sort of a sort of muddy guy comes in holding this sort of red velvety cape.
Okay.
And he asks for that to be sort of examined and appraised. Huh?
The cape?
Yeah.
Can I sense motive?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so you sense the motive of this guy. And I don't even care what you roll. It's pretty genuine.
Oh, okay.
Pretty genuine. So anyway, the sort of gnome with the monocle on his face, he sort of tells you, he says, if you really want more details on this, I'm gonna definitely have to charge you.
Okay.
Definitely going to have to charge you.
On my tabard or the cape?
The tabard, not the cape. The cape, he's talking to you.
Oh. Sure. How much?
He's asking for 100 gold to appraise your tabard.
No. Seems like an unreasonable price, but I don't know how much a knowledge like this would be.
Right.
So I thank you for all the information already, and I'll leave like a 10 gold tip.
So, as you're getting your tabard appraised, the guy comes in with the cape and asks for that being appraised. He sort of interrupts you both while he's trying to get that done. And just as are you walking out, assumedly right away, or are you hanging out to hear what this is?
I'll hang out.
All right, so you're sort of standing, poking around, looking around the appraisal shop, and it's sort of like basically a pawn shop. You can buy a whole bunch of stuff that he's bought off people there. Mm-hmm. So anyway, you sort of go through and start like poking at stuff while he talks, and the guy with the red cape, with the yellow lining inside, comes up and asks for that to be appraised. the appraisal guy, the gnome dude, he's all like, "My God, where did you get this?" It's almost
Like a
deja
natural
vu
reaction.
almost like verbatim with the same tone. He's like, "Where did you get this? This is an ancient and old cape. Where did you find this?" And the sort of muddy guy goes, "Oh, I some guy at the bar gave it to me."
Wait, can I look at his shoes?
Yeah, you go ahead and look at his shoes.
I look at his shoes.
He's got these like muddy, crappy boots.
Oh, okay.
So this guy at the bar gave this to me. This is I don't know, some interesting. This is the same guy, by the way, that is from the bar.
Wait, was doing what at the bar?
He was making them glowy drinks.
Oh.
Yeah. This cape is amazing. I don't know. Last night I went home in it, and my wife accidentally dropped a torch on me when I got in the doors, and the cape is fine. I'm feeling good. I think there's something magical about this cape. And the appraiser says, yes, this cape.
Sense motive to see if he's telling a truth about how he got the cape.
Absolutely.
Murder Clock gave him the cape. We were all there.
Oh.
Totally happened.
Okay.
Totally happened.
Never mind.
So the appraiser begins explaining that this cape is magical, and only tell him really more details about it with some more money. The guy proffers over 25 gold to learn more about the cape. And he begins explaining the history of this cape and how this cape was imbued with the magic to defend against fire and flames.
No.
And it's very, very old cape from an old family, and it's definitely a prize and worth much money.
Hope those robes were worth it, Murder.
I wear a stupid cape.
No, but I think Morphos would have.
Yeah, right.
Well, I ask how much an item like this would be worth.
You're talking about the cape or yours?
The cape.
You asked about the cape. He says, "Oh, this is worth at least 500 to 600 gold."
Okay.
Murder's not the bank anymore.
I'm not an item
It's
guy.
too late. It's too late.
I'm a gold guy.
And you gave that guy 600 gold to take his clothes off.
That was kind of worth it.
All right,
You gotta
so,
remember, I'm chaotic. You can't expect me to always be like one way or another.
so all that jazz happened. Do you care to do anything else in the appraisal shop?
Oh, the amulet that I had. The nobility amulet, the Eisenwolf amulet.
The Eisenwolf amulet. Yes. He says, "Oh, I could tell you about this amulet for 5 gold."
I'll give him 5 gold.
All right. He explains this amulet is by no means
Down 15.
no means magical or anything. It's sort of an interesting piece that from a sort of dead family that sort of dropped off the face of the world, all thought to be dead and no longer with us. This possibly might even be the amulet owned by the great general that took down the evil demons back in the day.
Would they happen to have like a base of location?
A location?
Or like a house?
Oh, the Eisenwolf.
Yeah.
The Eisenwolf. It's said that they lost much of their family during the wars back then, and sort of housed themselves with the sect of the burning Chalice up north. But sort of went recluse and haven't heard from them at all.
Okay.
Also, this is worth. This is definitely worth about 60 gold.
Okay. Well, I'll give him another 3 and thank him for his time and leave.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Spectacular. Wonderful. Are you guys headed out to the capital? Is that the plan? Amorphous, I don't hear you.
Pretty sure that is the plan, yes.
Oh, there you go. Cool. Does anyone have anything else they would like to do in this area?
I'll go up to Locke and tell them that the cloak that he gave that other sorcerer was worth about 600 gold.
Okay. So he paid to get it appraised, right?
Yeah, about 100, right? Or no, 25.
And where's he now?
Unless they saw me was still in there.
I go over there.
You find your way over there just in time to see him leaving.
Okay, perfect. He's outside.
Before you left, can I also have told him about the resistance to fire?
Yeah, I'm assuming you did.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you see him leaving. He's sort of walking out, like looking at the cape as if it's suddenly miraculous.
So I wonder. So he's like holding it.
Yeah, he's just like, ah. Oh.
Can I mage hand it off him?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's
told him.
It's almost being held gingerly.
I'm not sure how. Do I just hit the roll next to mage hand? I don't know if that's
no. All those spells are the macros for them. They're all lies. Besides, mage hand is just sort of like a, and it happens.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so you sort of mage hand it. Like, would you like to do anything with it? Like to send it up higher or?
Yeah. Let's tease him. Let's tease him with it.
Oh no!
Like whirl it into the air a little bit.
All right, so he's holding it. And he's like, wow, this is awesome. He sort of like is meandering in front of him, like looking at the small details of the cape, really admiring it. And it's sort of like just like whips out of his hands, and he's just like, and like he expected it to be down, but it's floating in the air, and it's sort of like dancing around up there in the sky, and it's just like. What? And he seems very confused, and he's sort of like grasping at it and trying to jump at it. Let me see. He sort of like slips in the mud and like falls over a little bit onto his knees, and he sort of like stands back up, and he's like, my god, it's got more magic than I ever thought.
Look, this is why we're friends.
I mean, to be fair, I saved his life. I mean, I don't know that, but.
This is all happening in like the town square, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to see this happening if you wanted to join the situation.
Your magic is sick, but damn, you're a dick. Give it to him.
Oh.
Not fired.
Shots fired.
I'm just gonna start bringing it over to me, and he can see it, right? I guess.
Yeah, like he's watching it. It's not disappearing. So it sort of like floats back over to you, and it's sort of like
All right. I just take it. I look at him. I wink, and we can proceed to walk away. However he wants to handle that.
He's like, but hey, well, stop that. That's mine now, right?
I step in between the two of them and I go,
Would you do an intimidation check really quick for me?
Sure.
Okay, I have to get in the middle of this. This is not right. Didn't you give that to him?
Right, but it was hastily done. It was.
But all fairness aside, you gave
lent technicalities. He lent it.
Yeah.
There was no bargain struck. No handshake made.
I did it to shame him.
He's not allowed to have a victory out of that shaming?
No. He did. He didn't get lit on fire by a torch from his wife, who obviously tried to kill him.
Oh no.
I mean, that's pretty good, and I don't know that yet because no one's told me.
Beautiful. Okay, so he just sort of stands there going, I needed that 25 gold.
Oh my god.
I can't feed my pigs.
Good, you eat pigs when they die. Win-win.
So,
I
Gee,
Lock, you're really
cock.
Clock.
Wonderful. So,
like rations. Would that be an appropriate thing to feed a pig?
I give him 25 gold.
Yeah.
I give him 25 gold.
You walk up and give him the 25 gold?
Yes.
All right. You give him the 25 gold, and he just sits there like with the gold in his hand, like looking at it, like he's confused. And says, "What's wrong with you people?"
Can I roll to try to just scare him at this point? Just be like, ah, and he just runs away.
Yeah, intimidation check.
This is horrible.
I just want to be done with this and move on.
It's you guys are done. You guys are the only ones sticking around. All right, there we go. Rolling another one. 15.
Bam.
Yeah, he just sort of like goes, and then sort of like turns around and walks away. Rather upset at you guys. Just sort of like shaking his head, like very confused.
Didn't he get 600 gold out of this anyway?
Who? No,
Oh, okay.
he didn't. It's
No,
worth
we
600
took
gold.
back the cape that was worth 600 gold.
Yeah.
Theft. Paladin, what's happening?
Return to rightful owner, which is always the party. So
So at this point, I just want to gonna hold the cape and say to Miani, so resistance against fire, you said.
Yeah, but that was not cool.
Yeah, but resistance against fire though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I turn and I hand it to Cargo. No more fire, buddy.
it's
It's worth a lot.
Cargo immediately wears that cape.
it almost as if it was always meant for you. It feels comfortable, and almost the deep reds of the velvet on the outside of the cape only sort of like matches the sort of greenish gray of your skin. It just sort of seems like as if I've always intended this to be yours. And it's found its rightful home. All right.
All right, let's head out.
Yeah, let's head out. Let's get out of here.
Something
We're
terrible
done with this.
happens in this town, and everybody hates us.
I do terrible stuff, but apparently great things happen when we come back. So.
I don't think you were the only one that did terrible things.
That's true.
The whole group had, well, at least two of the group. Half of the group. There you go. All right, so you guys are finding your way on off over to the capital. Is that your plan?
Yeah.
All right, this is definitely like a 4 to 5 day walk, unless you can find a ride that is faster.
Well, is there?
So Locke, have you ever engaged in horse thievery?
Look, just because I'm looking out for our party and you guys get a problem with it. No. Okay, maybe once. Maybe once I've stolen a horse, but it's not like a regular thing. I'll get him like a horse thief. Like trade.
Locke just have fashion sense. Want Cargo to look good.
Gonna be seen with you, right?
As we see that,
pray for more horses.
as we see a pig farmer like ride by in a wagon. Like,
I mean, I think it makes sense to walk that way, and we can stop along the way and see if anyone else has seen this guy running very fast. Do reconnaissance as we go.
All right, excellent. So you make your way. Let me throw down the map here. Let me throw down the map. Doink. Oh.
map.
Oh, I don't have you guys looking at the map. Hold on. Let me get you guys over here. Twink. There you go. Perfect. All right. Sorry about that. We're back here on the map. Now, you guys are right about here in the town of Brazen. And you guys want to make your way over here to the town of Scrimshaw, or the city of Scrimshaw. That's basically the capital on this sort of island. Now, there's large continents all over the place. This is just happens to be one you are all on. So you guys, it's gonna take a long time for you guys to get over here. It's a relatively small continent, but you make your way. You find a road heading off in the direction you need. There's a sort of carved sign pointing the way. It all seems but just time to get there.
I have a question.
What's up?
Would I happen to know how they're gonna take to a half orc walking in the front gates? Like, is that? I mean, racially.
Racially speaking, this is the capital.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a bustling. Everyone knows it's a bustling place. I think the capital, being so accepting of various races and stuff. On a general whole, mind you, not everyone in the capital is accepting, but. On a general whole is the reason why you're allowed to even be in this sort of area and live at all.
All right, just checking before we went walking through the front door.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. So you're definitely allowed to be able to get there. So you start heading there. It's east and south a bit. You guys start heading that way. You discover a few people coming back from the capital in a couple of carts, holding an empty sort of cart, sort of plodding along back towards the town of Brazen. You guys want to engage them?
Yes, I wish to interrogate them after they saw a man matching this description, including that he was moving very fast.
Wonderful. So you interrogate him and ask him a little bit about what's been going on, what they've been sort of witnessing, and what's happening. They said, "Yeah, I saw this guy. He was resting at the side of the road a couple miles back, and he just sort of stopped for a moment and seemed to be messing with his equipment, robe, something in his bag, and then he just shot off faster than I've ever seen a man run towards the capital down the road." I totally recognize. I've never forget that. That was the most interesting thing I've seen in my life.
We've already kind of seen it, so I mean,
Wasn't that great?
yeah, really.
You were
Surely
asleep.
there can't be two men doing this.
Like, out of character, like, just question, like, for like a walk speed like that relative to ours, like, approximately what like speed is that? Like, we have 30 is our speed that we walk at. For a spell like that, what would he be running at?
He would be running at like let's say you guys are walking and running. This man is using he's using a moped.
Okay.
For speed sake, if that makes any sense.
Yep. I mean, that helps. Just curious.
I mean, it's not like lightning. We're not talking flash here.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I wasn't sure of.
And he seems to like he jumps along. Seems like he like takes 1 foot and goes wah and like flings himself forward, but about the pace of a moped.
He clearly has moon shoes.
Yeah.
Clearly has moon shoes. Beautiful. So, do you guys want to drill this man for more or just make way?
It sounds like it'd be just good to move on.
I'm content with this information. Sounds like we're going the right way.
All right. Would anyone like to make a spot check? Whilst we
Always.
Sure.
spot checks. Spot checks. Boink.
I
Alright.
saw a field.
You saw a field, there's some roads. Locke was like, he was about to see something, and then he was all like, I wonder if I dropped any gold. No, I think I'm good. Okay. All right, we're fine. You all seem to have rolled pretty lowly here. We got 6s, we got 9s. Locke, you're the best. I think you were about to notice the thing I wanted you to notice, but you didn't. So you keep on walking. Wonderful. So you guys commence. It gets late in the day. Assumedly, you guys are gonna want to camp. Did you guys want to discuss anything while you're camping? Make a direct plan, or are we just gonna skip along until we're there?
We do kind of need a plan of action.